would it be fair to say it's a movement meditation in a way?
Yes, Tai Chi has often been called a moving meditation, also a string of pearls.
In
So,
what way?
you know what? I'm going to stand up and do my oyster at the bottom of the sea. Are you up for it?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm up
I'll
for it.
move the chair.
Sure.
All right. So, um, and
You'll have
actually,
to describe it too, because 70% of our people are listening, not
well, they are.
watching. So,
Okay.
okay.
So I'm standing in my leg base. I'm going to sink in. And basically, I'm mimicking an oyster at the bottom of the sea. There's not a lot going on.
Right.
Oyster's like, well, is this all there is? And
Mm-hmm.
then one day, a grain of sand enters the oyster shell and lodges in there, and the oyster is forced to move
Mm-hmm.
out of irritation, basically,
Right.
moving out of irritation. And the oyster's thinking, wow, I really liked this better when I didn't have this irritation. Meanwhile, it was complaining before that there was nothing going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So oyster moves. Finally, exhale, smooths it out, and it becomes a pearl.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes a pearl of wisdom born
Mm-hmm.
out of experience, irritation, and the need to move through something.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that analogy. So each Tai Chi movement represents a pearl. So the string of pearls would be the entire form and pearls of wisdom,
Right.
of that particular form.
So, what are some of the physiological and benefits to Tai Chi for people?
Yeah, research shows that moving slowly in a continuum, with your knees bent, you're engaging the largest muscle groups, the quads, glutes,
Mm.
hamstrings, is equivalent to cardio. So for people who can't jog anymore or don't
Mm-hmm.
want to jog or,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, Tai Chi is a great alternative to rev up the metabolism, elevate the heart rate. And a lot of people in class here yesterday and the day before were, they said, I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? Why am I sweating? You're
Mm-hmm.
sweating because you're in those muscle groups, moving through and breathing in a continuum. Sorry, the bug getting me. In a continuum. So you're you're doing everything you would do in high intensity exercise. You're elevating the heart rate,
Mm-hmm.
utilizing, major muscle groups. You're breathing, smoothly and fully. So you're getting oxygen throughout the body. So yeah. And you're going to be burning fat too, believe it or not.
Also, I think it appears to me that it would be mindful movement. So, forcing
Yeah.
you to kind of stay in the present moment, stay in your body, and stay with
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Which is why people have, like you the first time you had an emotional experience with it. Is that
Yeah.
because you were able to tap into something because you're not distracted by?
Exactly. And, I love fast movement. I do both.
Mm-hmm.
And I recommend both. So I don't view Tai Chi as the ultimate solution for everything. It's just
Mm-hmm.
one beautiful solution that can be part of your fitness wellness pie, part of your
Right.
pie.
Part of your pie, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the question? I went off a little bit.
No, I was just talking about how you could drop in to get more emotional, in touch with yourself, in
Yes.
something like
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, the introspection comes naturally because, like you said, you're not distracted by bouncing around or loud music. You're in your body and you're in the moment. And sometimes that's scary for people. It was
Yeah.
scary for me that first day. And then I learned, oh man, I want to embrace this. I want to confront this. And I always say, move energy through and out. And when you do that, you make room for more. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of us get stuck with stagnant thoughts, anxiety, you know, um, and it doesn't change the situation. Like if someone you love dies, it doesn't change that situation, but it changes how your body handles it. And
Right.
that's muy importante. It's very important
Very,
to
yeah.
recognize the energy and let it go. Um, Also, just the simple move of opening your arms and lifting your head up opens the heart, allows tension and movement to happen in the heart chakra, allowing us to maybe start the process of grieving and letting go. Because, when the shoulders are forward and you're tensed up, someone has experienced, something awful
Mm,
for them. So they're clenching, and the body tries to protect us. So
right.
inflammation, tightness, protecting the heart. So once that starts to dissipate, and you can help it move. I don't believe in forcing grief. I just say
Right.
help it come out. You know,
Right.
and Tai Chi in that instance I described helped me immensely to recognize and begin the process of letting go of my anger, my sadness, my grief, my
Right.
disbelief. You know, I
Right.
was 26 when they died,
Yeah.
and I was just starting my career and traveling and smiling and pretty much
Right.
faking it emotionally all over the world.
I don't know if this would be true or not, but to me, it seems like it'd be a great place for people to start, like who want to start meditating, because
Mhm.
for someone who's never meditated or never even tried, to just sit on the floor and close your eyes and be quiet,
Yeah,
it's really
it's true.
hard. But I think, with the Tai Chi, the movement actually helps, I think,
Yes.
with that. So I agree with
And I
that.
like to alternate. I've coined some moves like monkey bear, which is swinging
Mm,
your arms side to side. The Asian Elvis, where you jiggle. It's actually
right.
a qigong move. You jiggle your whole body,
Right.
almost like a
Yeah.
Steve Martin kind of, wild and
Right.
crazy guy.
Yeah.
Jiggle that so you you disrupt the discomfort of slowness for
Right.
some people with alternating. Okay, let out the tension, and then we come back into the slow
Right.
again. And I've learned that because, like you said, people, it's hard to help someone. You can't sit
Right.
on a mountaintop and breathe if you're filled with so
Right.
much anxiety that's still in there.
Something else I kind of wanted to talk to you about is because you've been in the industry for some time now. We determined maybe 40 years. How would you define wellness now, and how do you see it shifting and changing over the course of your career?
Yeah, it's an interesting evolution. The aerobic days in the '80s, late '70s through '80s, and mid '90s, kind of ruled the game. It was all about the fashion, the tights, the slim bodies, weight loss. Sometimes weight loss at any cost.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And then step aerobics came in, which was a little more low impact, but was also sponsored by product money. So in those early days, we weren't influenced by product money.
Right.
Step Reebok and all these slides and everything came in, and it became more about product money sponsoring it. Infomercials became big, and I think the focus shifted onto what the product money was saying. So instead of it being a up to the entrepreneur or the individual.
Right.
So then, through all that, I think people did become more conscious with diet and exercise combined, and I think we're in a good phase now. I mean, they've all been good. I don't really think good and bad, just different. But the phase now seems to be, Instagram and people really searching for, and there's a lot of shyster things on
Right.
social
Right.
media, but green drinks and naturopathic remedies and healing stuff and digestive things. I mean, people are realizing now that America has a really shitty, food system. We just
Hmm.
do. You know,
Yeah.
that's one reason I go to France and Mexico so much. When I eat the food here in Mexico, especially at the ranch, and then also in France and Europe, I mean, they don't allow a lot of things that we allow randomly into our products on the shelves. So I think, in answer to the question, people are becoming a lot more conscious of what they put in their bodies and how it affects them.
The way fitness is moving these days, do you think? I feel like group exercise probably isn't as powerful as it used to be. It used to be
Right.
everything. So
Yeah.
now people they get on they're on apps and they work out with the apps and all that kind of, especially
Right.
the young generation. So what advice would you give someone who's looking to start a program or looking for an app? What are the couple of the red flags to
Yeah.
look for?
As always, look for the snake oil sales pitch. If it promises to do everything for you, in 3 easy workouts. Or, I mean, if you're doing nothing and then you do 3 minutes a day, I mean, that's progress. So
Yeah, that's something for sure.
yeah, I'm not going to slam that. But, there's not a magic pill. And I think America has always been caught up in the magic pill syndrome of that solution. Like I remember when tofu became big, Americans would eat, a gallon of tofu thinking
Yeah.
that's going to solve their problem. It actually just gave them bloat and raised their estrogen levels. So, the Japanese don't eat, a giant mound of tofu. It's selectively
Right.
within miso soup, or it's, accompanying something. So that would be an instance of a trend that I think was taken too far.
Right.
Yeah, I would just beware of the magic pill, promising too much, and also understanding your physical limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you don't want to get in a program and that's too advanced for you and get hurt
Right.
and then not be able to do anything.